guys, welcome back to Ride JBI. Today we're going to show you how to install the shock on the new 2025 CRF250R and CRF450R. The steps that you see me do, you can also do in reverse in order to remove the shock from the bike. So let's get going. So before we begin, please make sure that you have your rebound clevis in line with the shock body up top. So that way when you go to install it, everything lines up. If not, you're gonna have a hard time spinning this by hand once you get the shock installed. So with that in mind, the way this installs is the compression adjuster is gonna be on the right side of the bike. So please align the shock that way. And what you're gonna do is begin by dropping the shock in through the swing arm as far as you can go. And then you'll notice that the shock bottoms out on the, we call it the triangle of the linkage. So in order to get around that, please have your friend lift up on the wheel to about halfway through the travel. Excellent. And that'll allow us to drop the shock down a little bit, please, and get it repositioned to where we need it to. Awesome. Please drop it back down. All right, so we got the shock properly aligned back inside the bike. And then what I did was the bolt inserts on the opposite side of the bike. So if you're sitting on it, that would be the left side. If you look now, you see the bolt is already sticking through. It's easier if you're doing this with two people, but it is possible to do with one person. But again, I strongly recommend having somebody else help you out while you do this. Cool, so if you guys are working alone, you can always put your foot underneath the rear tire. So that way you can lift up the wheel where it needs to be in line with the shock. Of course, you put some grease on this bolt first, as you can see. Now, if you're good with your fingers and finding that G-spot, it should not be too hard to get these two located together. So as you can see, the linkage shaft is nice and greased, so it'll slide right in with very minimal friction. Want to get that good all the way slide. There we go. Ready? And now that we have installed the upper and lower shock bolts on the bike, please take notice that there's one washer, and that is going to be with the one linkage bolt that you had to remove. Please do not place this with the upper or lower shock mounting bolt. This will go with the linkage bolt that is right here that mounts to the frame. It'll be your 17 nut. By that I mean the size of the tool that you fit on there. And just for reference, this is a 17, the lower shock mount is a 17, and so is the upper is a 17 as well. So your torque wrench, the 17mm socket, will do everything that you need. In this video, we'll put down the torque specs just below me in the video so you know exactly what the torque your shock bolts to. So another reason why it is helpful to have somebody helping you is when it comes to torquing down the linkage bolt, we need to hold the other side of the linkage bolt with a 15mm wrench. So you can either do this by hand, by holding it with your left hand and torque it down on the left, or ideally have somebody else on the other side of the bike hold the wrench for you. So that way when you use your torque wrench to torque this down the spec, you can get a very accurate reading for that torque spec and what it needs to be. All right, guys, now it is time to reinstall your ECU. If you're watching this on how to uninstall your ECU, please follow just the exact opposite of these instructions. Now, for 2025, Honda relocated the ECU. It is definitely in a more accessible spot than it has been in previous years. But if you're not familiar with working on these bikes, you may be a little unsure exactly how to get it out or how to put it back on. So let's go over that right now. This is the ECU housing that we have. It's the same plastic ECU that we are familiar with. However, the rubber casing that holds the ECU in place is a little bit different. So in order to get this going, this is the right side up. So look for these two rectangular tabs up top and this one centered tab with a slit inside of it. That is the bottom. So where the plug goes is going to be facing the rear of the bike. Now when it comes to putting this back on, the first thing we want to do is line up the plastic tab that aligns with this slit right here. All right, so we have the ECU plugged back in. When we go to install it back into the housing, we want to start by putting the ECU in the top mounts, and then we're going to rotate it downwards in order to locate the center positioning bracket on that. So let's get going. So it's going to orientate this way. Now, this wiring is a little bit tight, and so is this, so we don't have a lot to work with. So make sure you do a very good job pushing the wires out of the way as you reinstall this. So I'm going to push this down, and I'm going to put the ECU behind this wire as we go to reinstall it. So what I focused on was getting the ECU housing behind these two brackets that hold it in place. As you can see, we now have the ECU behind the two holding brackets. What I'm going to do now is take my finger and pull down on this wiring right here, because that can sometimes interfere with the center mount that you're going to slide this slit onto. Thank you for tuning in on how to reinstall or remove the shock from your 2025 CRF 250R or CRF 450R. Now, we left a few things left in terms of side plates, but I assume if you're watching this video, you already know how to remove and reinstall any plastics or any other additional pieces on the bike itself. If you have any questions about your own suspension or you're interested in our own JBI spec suspension for this Honda, please give us a call or send us an email. And on our website, ridejbi.com, we have very detailed info on our JBI spec settings, and it tells you what we do, why we do it, and most importantly, what you should expect as a rider when you get back your JBI spec suspension.